Hello everyone, welcome back. We're just wasting some time here, trying to get enough time to pass that we can declare another little war. We've taken Libya, which is pretty strong. We've avoided anyone joining factions yet. Pretty happy about that. Hopefully the United States doesn't start to declare war and increase world tension, because then people are going to start piling into NATO despite my efforts. I don't want people to be joining these factions. As many stay independent, as many more pieces of land that I can just eat. Like surrounding Italy would be kind of cool. Have some options there. But they're in NATO. Let's see, Spain is NATO. Portuguese NATO. Morocco is reactionary. So they would probably be more likely to join the Russians. But that's alright. You guys are nationalists. What if I get the Arabs to be, or excuse me, the United Arab Republic of Egypt to be on my side? Why would they not want to? Because world tension's kind of low. We can improve our relations, but that's still not going to be enough. We'll only be at 17 of 50. Okay, red laser sight. Weapon mounted light next. So if I justify it here, people worth 1. It'll only take 200 days. So when we declared war, it'd be up by 5. I think we can't do this right away. It's going to be at least 5. For the peace deal, probably 10. It's almost 2006. We can improve these more, but I think it's probably better to come up here. Get thermal weapon sights. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Yeah, so it's about 15 and about 5 for declaring war. So about 20 expect in gain about every time. So we need to be down around 25 again before we do this. And if it ends up being less for one of these small countries, then great. But we got to take our time. No sense in getting ahead of ourselves. We've almost got the advanced computing machine now. It took forever. Private research. We'll do that. About to get backhand blow. Then we'll finish this off. And then from the computing machines, I might go into atomic research to get research reduction again. That way all these things are going to come along much quicker. So even though we're behind for now, we'll be able to catch up. Now what else do we need to do? We don't have enough steel for things. How many civilian factories do we have? 14. I could probably trade one for steel. I don't really want to trade 3, but I will. Let's get those at the top. Advanced computing machines. That's good. Let's do atomic research to get more reduction. So they can join factions easier as nationalist. That's fine. But only needed at 30. And if world tension is, it's already above 30, so they could join us technically, but they don't really want to. So I would suspect the same would be true of Moldova. Unless they felt threatened. So yeah, we'll just keep working on it. Change the government up a little bit. Consumer good factories. I still want to have some buildings going. Okay, we got our better mechanized. Trade deal opinion factor. Why don't we do that? We might as well catch up on this tank. Probably not going to use it, but we're going to update it. So, let's see. Got the new mechanized. There it is. Already behind on steel. But that's only affecting convoys. I think I'm alright with that. Got 47 million non-core population. That's pretty significant. Wish I could tap into that a little better. Then hopefully we'll be done with our land doctrine fairly soon. You know, about 100 days, that's not too bad. Thermal weapon sight. I think we're going to go ahead of time to get that better infantry equipment, because we use a ton of infantry equipment. Social liberal rally, that's not going to really affect us too much. We can actually get a population boost here in a minute. And I'll probably do that after we do encourage private research. Okay, so we're going to go over, get that, the fatherland. Okay, so we're at 37% world tension. Luckily no one else in the world has really started any shit, so we're pretty secure in that. We are trying to influence Moldova. Which might actually play out well for us. If we can get them to be nationalists, they might join us. I think if we tried to stage a coup here, well, nationalists started the thing. Where could we do that at? Nationalist coup in Tunisia, and then we could join in on their side and have oh, that would be interesting. Why don't we look into that? Fascist, libertarian. We could do whatever we wanted, but I think that's nationalist. Yeah, I mean, it's there. But I think we should boost the party popularity before we get at that. Then it'll increase and we should be able to do it a little bit better. And then when I'm comfortable with it, we'll stage a coup. So how much is this costing us? We're still getting 0.5 per day. Let's get it at least above Democratic Socialist. That shouldn't take too long. because that's actually reducing. Okay, we got the battle tanks. Still not ready to do that. We do have 63. I might actually, it might be time. So let's edit this. Give them mechanized. So it's going to lower the health but increase the organization. So what if we add another modern tank in there? We have like 4 strong of tanks. And then we do a couple mechanized. Combat with a 25. That's alright. But I feel like we could go all the way to 35. And then give them... oh, we wouldn't have enough. So that's a pretty badass armor brigade now. Let's train like 2 of those guys. We'll pop them here, but they're going to be really powerful. And we can get those guys to come onto this line in case we need them. Okay, we got a research slot. Let's get better tanks. So when we do produce those, we should upgrade this guy. Gen 3 main battle tank. Gen 3 main battle tank. Does that look different? Oh yeah. Modern Gen 3. Okay, let's pop this to the top in just a moment. No, that one. And then we can get those tanks actually producing. Let's see, the fatherland, it's going to take a little while. Let's see how this is going. We're at 8%. So I think when we get closer to like 15, we might do this. Try to get that Tunisia into our faction, and then assist them in the war. Because I don't necessarily want their resources here. But, I mean, the steel would be nice. It's just not very large. But having the ability to have, you know, an extra sea zone over would be nice. And an ally would be nice. Hopefully this would happen in, like, this state so that we could push forward through it. But I don't know where it's going to start. I think this would be much cheaper. Yeah, we're going to start doing that. We already had the equipment. That's fine. It's perfect. It's going to cost 200 in total. 0.5 a day, so that's going to take like about a year. That's fine. So in the meantime, we can still be reducing world tension. We're at 35% already. Doing pretty well. We're about to finish our land doctrine, which is good. This guy's at sea? Just chilling at sea. Got a little bit broken. Okay. So they should start doing their missions again. Submarine kill the destroyer. Assisted in sinking for the frigate. Okay. So they are doing some work in there. Alright, so now we can move back here, check this things out. Let's get let's say we have a logistics company, so we'll get less supply usage. Because fighting in Africa is pretty brutal that way. So even if the peace is like 10, it would be too high, because declaring the war is going to be about 5. So I think we do need to get back to 25 before we do that. And this coup, if we got in on this, that would be excellent. Because they will want to join us, because they'll be at war. And if we can occupy the enemies, then we'll be able to do it real quick. Are there even any cities down here? We might as well just redeploy up there. Let's grab like 2 of these guys then. You go from there to there. Now we don't need so many on this line. So I'm going to take away like 3 of them, transfer them across. Because it's probably more likely that this fight will happen first. So we do have free military factories. Probably tanks. Probably bump that to the top. The improved anti-tank is not as important. Okay, we got green laser sights. That's pretty good. 2005. I think we can go ahead and get modern fatigues then. So I think all that research bonus, so we got like a negative 40% reduction on this. And we've got small arms research additionally. So it's almost like a 50% reduction in the time it takes, which is great. Well worth doing ahead of time, I think. We're about to get some manpower in. Just a little. I think 1% is not bad. It's only growing at 62 anyway. Okay, that's actually pretty dramatic. That's good. It's actually increasing our recruitable amount. Okay, fatherland, details. Pretty much done with this over here. Probably do some more infrastructure. Conservative rally. So hopefully this will be big enough that when the coup does happen, it's going to be like a significant number of territories that change. That's going to be way up there by the time that happens. That's awesome. I could do a similar thing in Moldova, rather than full flipping them. Coup and then have them join. We'll do that, and we'll cancel the boost to popularity. Negative 25.25 per day. That's fine. So we'll start trying to get a coup against Moldova as well. Let's see. Niger has what? 6 to 11. That's not bad. It's pretty sizable. We're going to grab 2 of these guys. At least. And we're going to do a new division down here. This guy's fine. We'll get these guys down to Moldova. So when we do the coup, we can invite the faction. And hopefully this works out the way I intend. Obviously. Which goes without saying. Okay, we're getting frigates up. They're not very strong, but that's okay. They are what we've got, so gonna have to use them. Like, I think this would be pretty cheap. It's like one territory. We could take Malta. But declaring war on them first place probably cost 5. Okay, logistics company 2 is good. Let's get field hospital 2. I'm gonna do 1 unit of those. Super powerful tanks. So I'm hoping this rebellion starts, like, not here. So we can make sure that it happens. But it'll probably raise world tension by 5% when we join them. But since we're not taking anything in the deal, and the rebels get it, I think that'll be fine. This might be the way that we kind of have to operate here. Is build a bigger faction. Like, we got a lot of production ourselves. Like, some bigger places we will take. I don't think Tunisia is that important, but like Niger we could get on our side, and then Nigeria we would actually take for its resources. 2006, let's see. Engineering companies. Got support artillery, let's give them... No, we don't want the organization to go down. Maybe logistics. Gives them more health. So let's see. What has this gotten to? It's about 23. Maybe at 25 we'll cut it off. Because we do want this to be not negative. At least at 0 is fine. But working on infrastructure. That's gonna be fine. I mean, that's always good. Like I say, I mean, as long as you have enough to keep the troops supplied. It's 40 to 26. Because the supplies are coming from there. So it's coming from there to there. What if I selected that? It's still coming out of there. Okay. It's good to know. Where's that going? Was that our trade? Yeah, let's trade to the United States. So this is our supply then. Okay, atomic research, that's good. It'll help us speed up a little bit. And what if I did, that's huge ahead of time penalty. Retention and growth. We can stick with that. So actually, I think we can keep doing sneaky stuff like this and we don't have to wait as long. We can really grow our faction size, especially in Africa. If we can get all of Africa into our faction, you know, we can take select pieces for ourselves, but if we're only adding 5 here and there from doing coups and joining in, then we're going to be way better off. Like, as far as Egypt, I don't think they want to join us. Maybe if we went to war? I don't know. They might be interested in suppressing Tunisia as well, and then we could get Egypt in. Like, Egypt's pretty valuable, though. So even though they're nationalist, I might want to take them because they do have plenty of oil. But maybe I'm sorted for oil. And it's kind of a weird thing, but controlling the strait would be nice. The Suez Canal. Why couldn't I think of that? That's funny. I think we got some recon companies floating around. But let's get these planes into position over here. Over Tunisia. Okay, let's see. The fleet now has 4 frigates. Pretty good. The United States goes to war on Afghanistan. And it raised it to 45, so here comes the NATOs, I bet. We'll set ya. Yep. Now everyone's in NATO. That's terrible news. I mean, Bosnia's not. They'll probably join. We're at 54% world tension. Probably because everyone joined on the back of the United States. Yeah. Slovenia joined NATO. Latvia. Here comes Lithuania, I bet. Estonia's in NATO. Well, that's interesting. Are they fighting right now? Oh. So that involves Russia. Russia came to Afghanistan's aid. Wow. So these two are going to duke it out. That's going to be a big deal. So the world tension is never going to go down. Like, ever again, probably. So with that in mind, we might want to be a little more daring. But at the same time, with all these guys going NATO, like, I don't think we could join them. So we're a different ideology. I mean, we could join NATO. What would that do for us, though? Would that even help us out that much? I mean, sure, it could, because we could start to collect all these countries around us. But then, I don't know. I kind of wanted to stay independent. Take down one or the other. Okay, so we're going to cancel staging the coup. Oh no, not the coup. The popularity boost. Maybe we do just join NATO. I don't know. We'll decide next time, guys. Thanks for watching.